Hello, this is Abraham Klein from the Saltsburg News and Saltsburg Videos, and today we're here with Pete Provenzano. He is the owner of the Mama P's restaurants in Delmont and in Saltsburg, and today he's going to tell us a little bit about the restaurant and all that kind of good stuff. Hello, Pete. Tell us a little bit about.
How are you?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the restaurant, what it offers, and all those kind of things. What one can expect when they come to a Mama P's restaurant.
Well, hopefully, Abraham, what we hope people can expect is a good experience. We try to make sure that we maintain a good, positive attitude. We try to become good neighbors in the communities that we're a part of, and we try to prepare good quality food. Our food, in fact, in the Delmont area, was voted best pizza Marysville, Delmont, 3 consecutive years now. So we're pretty excited about that distinction. There's a lot of pizza shops in that area. We came to Saltsburg and we bought the old Sorello's pizza, and we just converted it to a Mama P's pizza. And our pizza's a little different. We do some things that most pizza shops don't. One of those things is that our sauce is kind of unique. We combine 3 different types of tomato products, and we cook that sauce with our special blend of spices for 3 hours or so before it ever touches a pizza.
Wow.
Our dough is made fresh every day, and our sauce is made fresh every day. And we try to use the highest quality ingredients that we can. We also believe in supporting local businesses. So our suppliers, by and large, are local suppliers. We use Avolios for probably 90% of our supplies, and they are a small local company. We can probably save a few dollars going with big national concerns, but we're more interested in, as I said before, being good neighbors, trying to promote local businesses, and just being a part of our community.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about your background and what made you get into the pizza business. Short version, I guess.
Okay, that's kind of an interesting
Yeah.
story, because I grew up in this kind of business. My parents owned an Italian food distributing business in Pittsburgh, and I grew up around Italian food. I left that business for a number of years, managed restaurants in the Detroit area, then moved back down here to Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh originally, and I moved back to the Pittsburgh area in the mid-'80s, went to work for the Department of Public Welfare. I spent 25 years with the Department of Public Welfare, roughly, and I was part of the management team in the Greensburg Welfare Office. After that, I retired, and my boys and I just decided we needed a venture. I needed to keep busy, and they really felt like they wanted to be a part of something like this. So I went ahead and invested in the shop in Delmont. We bought an existing shop in Delmont, and after 3 years we decided to expand and open a second shop. So we bought Sorello's here, and it's more an extension of what I did when I was growing up.
Okay, and so 3 years you've been going with the Delmont one, Saltsburg. You started probably around
I believe it was June of this 2015.
June. Okay.
And we started in Delmont in February of 2012. So
All right.
4 years in February.
All right. So you have 2 restaurants, one in Delmont, one in Saltsburg. Is there anything? What am I trying to say? I mean, obviously they're both owned by you. Is there anything that's different about the Delmont restaurant than the Saltsburg restaurant?
Actually, yeah, there's quite a bit. We both provide the same product. Our baking methods are a little different because of the equipment that we have available to us in the 2 locations. But we try to provide the same product, the same quality. But our Saltsburg location does have seating for approximately 20 people in our dining area. We do not have a dining area in our Delmont location.
Huh.
We do, however, have a deli in Delmont. That's one thing we noticed that was missing in town after the Shop and Save closed. The folks in town, particularly people my age and older, that's the 60s and 70s and up, they kind of missed having a deli in town. When the Shop and Save closed, they had no place to go to pick up some lunch meat, a loaf of bread. So we remodeled the shop down there, took over some additional space, and opened a deli. So we do have deli meats and cheeses available, custom sliced, and we price all our products at anywhere from 50 cents to $1.50 a pound less than Walmart in Delmont.
Okay.
We don't do that here in Saltsburg, again, because of our desire to be good neighbors. We have a deli here in town.
Right.
And, we don't want to create any animosity or hostility. So we select our projects based on what we perceive as a community need.
All right. And, speaking of differences, what's been different about having a restaurant in Saltsburg as opposed to having it in Delmont?
The demographics, I think, are a little different. And that affects, how we prepare for business here. We've noticed that the sales trends are different here. We haven't been able to analyze why yet, but we know that there is a difference in the demographics, and that affects the timing of the sales, for instance. The one thing we're planning to do here in Saltsburg is to add a lunch by sometime in early 2016.
All right. The model behind Mama P's and things like that. Obviously, you had influences in your parents. Did you have any other influences that helped you, that gave you the idea of how to run and how to operate, and behind the Mama P's model, I guess you could say?
Most of my training in the restaurant industry came in my early years. I was in my 20s and early 30s. I worked for big companies like General Foods Corporation out of White Plains, New York. I worked in Detroit, and I also worked for Pepsi-Cola, who owned several different large franchise companies. But I always worked for corporate stores, and in doing that, I was able to get a lot of good training through big corporations that have literally tens of thousands of restaurants around the world. So that was the basis for my understanding of this business.
Okay. And what do you think keeps people coming back, and what should keep them coming back?
Well, hopefully it's our quality products. I think that our pizza is a delicious pizza. It really is good. And as I said, we were in Delmont, and we haven't seen anything out here that parallels that designation, that distinction. But in Delmont, the readers of the Tribune Review voted our pizza best pizza Murraysville, Delmont. When you include Murraysville, Export, and Delmont, there's probably 15 to 20 pizza shops. So we take that really seriously, and we try to carry that quality out here. And I like to think that our people are a little different.
Okay.
I like to tell my employees that if people can't hear you smell over the phone, you're in the wrong business.
All right. And you were mentioning about the possibility of adding lunch or lunch hour and things like that in the future. What are some other things, or what's the future of Mama P's aside from things like that?
Well, here in town, we're trying to get involved with the community as much as we can. My son Daniel, who's the manager of this store, has purchased a home in the Saltsburg area. He's living out on Pauline Drive, just past the high school. And he plans to join the fire department and just become a member of the community here. As I said, we like to be good neighbors and be a part of the communities that we're in. Beyond that, we're hoping within the next year or so to try to locate a third location, if you will, someplace where we can open a third Mama P's. I have 3 sons. Seems only fair that if 2 of them are managing, then there should be room for a third. So that's something that we're looking forward to doing.
Okay. And obviously they can come into your store. How are some other ways people may be watching this video? They might be from Pittsburgh or somewhere close to the area, but not necessarily here. How can they find out about your pizza and your restaurants and things like that?
Well, we do have Facebook pages where if you get on the Facebook and you can search Mama P's Delmont or Mama P's Saltsburg. We also have a website called www.mamapeaspizza.com, and that has most of the information about us. We have menus there, pricing, pretty much any information someone might want about our business and our products.
All right. This has been Abraham Klein with Pete Provenzano, owner of Mama P's. We thank you for watching. We would also hope that you would like, subscribe, and would share this video with everybody that you know. Thanks for watching.